What do you want to see? What do you want to happen?
Well, like I said, I have not been really part of the staff yet, so I haven't really been on the inside. I'm just like all the fans. I haven't been to a meeting. I haven't been to a practice. I haven't spoken to Chot at any length, Coach Chot. So it's just my observations from the outside, just like any other fan. And so, it's always disappointing when you lose. When you lose the PBA, it's extremely disappointing. I feel every time we lose a game, I'm letting down millions of Ginebra fans, and that can be really wearing on you. So, but, I've looked at it in a way that this is an evaluation period. We've already assured our spot in the World Championship, so, why put all of it in right now? Number one, if you were Ron Jacobs would never show his whole hand before you play. I mean, at this early at the time. To me, it's more of a evaluation and almost like a tryout to see who's playing at this point. Again, like we've been talking about in terms of our preparation, in terms of our trying to develop our team and getting ready for the playoffs, I think this kind of period is the same for the national team at this point. They're just getting ready and trying different guys. I think Bobby Ray Parks played for the first time this last time. They played without Dwight Ramos, so you'll get an idea of what it might be like without Dwight. Jumar didn't play this time as opposed to the Southeast Asian games. So there's been a real mix of teams. So for us to have these high expectations that we're going to go out and play this great basketball right now, I think it's a really kind of unfair and not realistic at this point. So as for my role, I'm looking forward to joining. I've worked with Chot over the years. I worked with him at Alaska, obviously. I worked with him during the Centennial team. I worked with him for a short time as an assistant to him in the mid-2000s, I think it was, helping him out. So, we know each other really well. We know each other off the court. So I think the thing that Chot will find in me, and he knows in me, is that I'm going to have his back, and I'm going to be his guy that will support him at all costs. And that's what assistant coaches do. We are there to support the coach. And so, I think that the way it's going right now, it could be prettier. It could be more pokey in terms of beating the teams and winning. But the winning right now is all pokey points to me. The real stuff is still ahead of us when they form the whole coaching staff, when they form the whole team, and when we can all start moving forward. So, and I just don't think we're at that part right now. I mean, I don't think anybody, even in the country, could name the 12 players that are going to be on that team. This guy might be one of them. But the 12 guys, I couldn't even begin to think who those 12 guys are right now. You got a lot of choices. There's still a lot. So let me just add one more thing. Picking those 12, I mean, do you pick your best 12 players? And what does that mean when you're going to pick your best 12 players? Does that mean your best scorers or your most popular or the guys who put up the most numbers? If you do that, then you end up having a team that probably won't play much defense or won't do much roles. So do you go out and get guys who will play defense and get a mix? These are things that are really difficult questions. Some of the popular players may not make the team. And that's going to upset some of the fans because they aren't going to have their favorite players in that World Championship. So I think there's a lot of questions still to be answered. And I think we still have to keep an open mind, and we still have to keep supportive and moving forward. And I'm looking for my time to come in. I'm hoping I can come in and maybe help a little bit defensively, help a little bit in terms of chemistry, and basically getting to know the players and getting to know the staff. That's what we have to do. I think those 3 months next year will really help out. But you're going to have those 12 players named by those last 3 months. But up until then, I still think it's just bogey points and evaluation.